I used to think that I was just lazy, that I didn't want it bad enough, but none of that was true. I wasn't lazy. I was just in survival mode. And the habits that I hated most were actually trying to protect me. And it's like that voice in your head starts to whisper, see, I knew you'd mess up. I knew you'd be here. But what if I told you that the problem isn't your willpower, it's your wiring? We grow up thinking that habits are about discipline, waking up at 5 a.m., going to the gym, drinking the green juice, or just crushing your to do list in a day. But that's not the whole entire story because the real driver of habits isn't discipline, it's safety. Every habit, even the destructive ones, is your brain way of saying, oh, this is pretty familiar. This is predictable. This is going to keep us alive. So I'm just going to hang out over here. So when you overeat, when you avoid conflict, when you obsessively plan, or when you kind of ghost on some of your goals, it's not that you're broken. It's not because you're broken. It's because your nervous system is looking for relief. Your nervous system is like, whew, okay, I'm good now. We're back to our regularly scheduled program. And the thing that happens is you have this, what I call the habit loop, which is number one, the trigger. You feel anxious, you feel unworthy, you feel lonely, you feel stressed. Number two, the behavior. You reach for relief, whether it's food, phone, perfectionism, or isolation. And the third thing is the reward. It's like the temporary comfort. And it's like a quick hit, like safety button or something that your body does. It's like, boom, okay, I'm good now. I hit this button. And when your brain experiences that relief, it stamps it as, it stamps that loop as, oh, well, this is effective. This worked, even if it's hurting you in the long run. And if you do it enough times, it will become automatic. Example, I used to have this horrible habit of biting my nails. Terrible habit. Like I used to bite my nail all the way to the skin, like to the cuticle. It was so bad. My parents used to get on me all the time about biting my nails and used to like tell me, oh, you're going to have a whole bunch of nails in your stomach, just all types of stuff. And so I really, really tried hard to get out of biting my nails. Like I did everything. I tried the nail hardener. I tried so many different things. And it wasn't until I realized this, when I had a stressful day, when I felt overwhelmed, when I felt disconnected, before I could even think, my fingers were in my mouth. Like I was just biting away until there was nothing else left. And it was like my body was tense and my thoughts were constantly spinning. And so I would just bite my nails. And sometimes I didn't realize it. And if I wasn't biting my nails, I was opening up the refrigerator. Or I spent time just like scrolling incessantly, just scrolling while I was biting my nails. But it had nothing to do with me being weak. It was just because my brain learned that me biting my nails brought relief to me. Like it somehow, when I was biting my nails, it's like I could think a little bit better or things might be a little bit clearer, even though it was harmful to me. So I had to actually consciously realize what those triggers were and why I always was biting my nails. And the thing about it is that the pattern was so invisible to me. Like I truly didn't recognize it. Other people would recognize it before I would recognize it. So I guess the question is why is it so hard to break out? Like, why is it so hard to break these habits? And it doesn't matter what the habit is. I used nail biting, but your habit could be anything, right? But it's because we're trying to fix the behavior without understanding the emotional need behind the behavior. It's like, because you don't address that, you'll always go back to doing that. So Here are about 3 reasons, and I can just speak for myself, that people stay stuck in those old habits. And I'm just going to give you the 3 reasons that I feel like I had to come to this realization. Number 1, you're using willpower to fight an emotional wound. You're not just I wasn't just biting my nails, or you're not just craving chocolate. It's like you're craving comfort or love or grounding. And for me, biting my nails was like I needed to be grounded, right? So you're not just avoiding your to-do list. It's like you're avoiding failure, you're avoiding rejection, or you're avoiding just not feeling good enough to do whatever needs to be done. And willpower, what I found, was never designed to heal wounds. No. It's like trying to plug a leaking pipe with duct tape. We all know how that's going to end. Or in the nursing world, when I say, oh, you're just trying to put a Band-Aid on a gaping wound, it might hold for a bit, but it's not going to fix the problem. Number 2, you don't recognize your emotional triggers. So like you can't change what you don't notice. And like I said earlier, sometimes I would bite my nails and not even notice that I was biting my nails. Someone else would have to bring that to my attention. And it could be anything that would trigger me personally from biting my nails. Like it could be an email that made me feel like that got me upset, or made me feel like I wasn't enough, or I didn't do the job the way I should have done the job in my mind. Or it can be some sort of offhanded comment that triggers an old wound, right? Like one of those, what I call backhanded comments. Or it can be like the silence that reminded you of abandonment or something like that. And it may not even be that deep, but these are not random. They're emotional flashbacks. So for me personally, if I had a lot going on, if I was in like a high stress situation, I would just bite my nails. And it's like, if you don't put a name to them, then your body will automatically put them into that habit loophole. Like it will put you into that loop of old habits, right? And so you have to put a name to it. Number 3, you begin to believe that you are the habit. Oh, I'm just an emotional eater. Oh, I've always been this way. Oh, I always bite my nails when I'm stressed. Oh, I just can't be consistent. You start to truly think that and wire that into your brain, and you have to stop, because you're not your habit. You're just the one observing the habit, right? It's like your body is observing the habit that you're forming. And that just means that you are the one that can shift it. Here's how to break free. If you're ready to break free of the loop, the 3 most practical things that I can think of and things that I did in order to break my habit is 1, name the trigger. Awareness is about 80% of healing. If you aren't aware, then how can you heal? The next time that you feel the urge to fall into your old habit, pause and ask yourself this: what am I really feeling right now? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel overwhelmed? Do you feel like you're not good enough? Do you feel lonely? Like, name what you feel. And that single moment of naming will interrupt the automatic loop, because it'll make your brain stop and think. And here's a pro tip. Keep a trigger journal, like just 2 minutes a day, and it will change your life. It will change your life. If you just 2 minutes a day, just write down your triggers, anything that you may feel or anything that may trigger you. Number 2, offer like a micro choice. So once you've named it, offer yourself like a tiny loving interruption, not a punishment, not perfection, just like a pivot, so to speak. Example: if you feel overwhelmed, if you feel anxious, take 3 deep breaths daily. Or put your hands on your heart and say, I'm safe to feel this. Like, and I think that that's perfect for people that may suffer from anxiety. Like sometimes that anxiety can lead to like panic attacks. So it's okay to tell yourself that You're safe to feel this. And sometimes the biggest and most underrated thing is fresh air. Sometimes you may need about 30 seconds to a minute of just fresh air. Or you can text a friend if you have that type of friendship with someone, and just tell them, hey, look, I just need to connect. I just need to talk to someone right now. Because any of those small choices, but just one small choice, can change an entire outcome. It can change the entire course of a decision. And, my mom would always tell me, don't make a permanent decision based off of temporary emotions. And I take that to heart in everything that I do, because it's so, so true. Because there'll be 1,000 emotions that you feel throughout the day. 1,000, if not more, probably millions of emotions that you feel throughout the course of a day. So you don't want to make a permanent decision based off of all of those temporary emotions. Number 3, rewire with repetition. The brain learns through repetition and not through shame. Once I got past that loophole of constantly biting my nails when I felt stressed or when I felt overwhelmed, every single time after that, it's like I responded different, right? And it's because I started dealing with the why I felt stressed. I started dealing with the why I felt overwhelmed, and tried to position myself to better handle the actual stress and actually being overwhelmed versus utilizing me biting my nails until I didn't have any, right? So every time that you choose a different response, even once, it's like you're carving out this like new neural pathway for your brain to follow. It's like you're teaching your body that I can feel this emotion and not collapse, or, I can be overwhelmed and work my way through it. So over time, it becomes like your new normal. And it's like your brain realizes, oh, this is her now, right? So we're going to be okay. And it won't feel comfortable for you at first. It never does. Like when you're trying to become better and do better, that growth is often uncomfortable, and it's okay. But it definitely will feel empowering. And you're not just stopping a habit, you're creating emotional safety without abandoning yourself. You have to look at it like that. Let me know in the comments what habits you've had and what you've done to deal with those habits, because trust me, you're not broken, you're not patterned. And now that you're aware of all of this, the question is that what are you going to do? Because that means that at this point right now, today, you're more powerful than you were in your past. So I want you to drop a comment, and I want you to tell me one habit that you're ready to shift, and what emotion is usually driving that habit. And let's bring all of those patterns to light. Let's name it. Let's call out that stuff. And if this video makes you somehow feel a little less crazy and more compassionate with yourself and more in control of your healing, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with any person, any woman who needs to hear this, because you're not lazy. You're not weak. You are just wired for survival, and that is okay, because you know what? We're going to work through this together, because this is a space of honesty. And, now that you're choosing something higher, you're not going to just be breaking those habits. You're going to be reclaiming your life. And I am so, so proud of you for allowing yourself to be this vulnerable, because that's what growth is all about. My name is Naisha Nicole. I appreciate each and every last one of you. And YouTube is going to recommend a video right here, and I suggest that you check it out, because I am in the middle of a series that is all geared towards growth, empowerment, and clarity. So check it out. I appreciate each and every last one of you. My name is Naisha Nicole. Peace.